Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, yo. Sorry I'm late. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Come on in, y'all. Listen, I told y'all we're gonna be talking about money and how money does fall from the sky, and I'm gonna tell y'all how. So come on in. Sorry I'm late. It's just that I have so much I want to tell you guys, and I've decided that I'm gonna break this live stream in half. Okay, so I'm waiting for you guys to come on. Come on in. I know I'm late. I know, and I'm sure y'all got some things going on. Let me just see. I'm talking about late, late. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I see somebody coming. Come on. Come on in here. Come on in here. We're gonna talk about money. We're gonna talk about it. So hold on. I'm just looking. I'm just checking. I'm just checking on my phone something real quick. Y'all come on. When y'all get ready, I'll be waiting. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. I'm watching y'all come on in. Okay. So listen. I don't want to repeat myself on this one, so I'm gonna try to wait till some of y'all come in and get a couple of y'all in here before I get started. Okay. So far, not enough. Okay, I see y'all coming. Come on, y'all. How y'all doing? Come on in, y'all. Come on, we're gonna be talking about money and how you can get money and how it works. Okay? So y'all won't be walking around broke, and so that when your payday come, you won't be broke the next day. What's going on, Samaya? Thank you for coming, baby. I'm glad you're here. Sorry I'm late. Listen, y'all remember I was telling y'all that I did that download and I got so much information to tell you guys, right? And as I was doing that, as I was in my deep state of meditation, I was writing down everything and how I was going to relate it to you guys. So what took me so long is I was trying to figure out how to break down what I received to let you guys know how money works and how you can use it and get it and call on it anytime you want to, right? So um, I'm going to make this live stream. I'll break it up into half. I was talking to my daughter. She's like, "Mom, you know what? You might should just go on and break that up in half so they can understand it, without it going over you guys because it's really deep." So the first thing I want to tell you guys is, come on in here and make yourself at home. And I want to ask y'all something. Okay. Oh, let me just show y'all this. You see this right here? When I was doing that download, this is all of the stuff that came to me when I was meditating. All the stuff to tell me to tell y'all. And every time I got it in my head as I was sitting in my state, I just opened my eyes and I just wrote it down and I just kept writing it and I just kept writing it as it was coming to me. So this is what I'm supposed to tell you. But again, I was telling you guys, I was struggling with telling you all of this at one time because I feel like you won't get it. But then I said, well, let me go separate and just tell them a little bit over here the way I want to do it. But my spirit wouldn't let me. So I'm going to have to use this paper that I wrote the first time. I mean, I'm telling you guys, y'all ain't going to believe this. I was struggling from about four-ish, a little around four, all the way up until now. My daughter's in there with the dogs. Y'all might hear them barking. And my husband in the other part of the house. Um, so you see how the spirit work? It won't let you cut it short. I mean, it's so crazy. So I'm gonna read it to you, and I'm gonna be telling it to you as I received it, okay? Instead of doing it the way I want to do it, which is summarizing it and making it short. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. First of all, the reason why I'm doing this live stream is because I want my people to come out of that state of survival mode, right? I want you to come away from that because it's hard to do that, especially when you was born into it. You was born into that survival mode because about 98% of the world been always worked, and all of our people always had to work for what we need or want. We was always like, I gotta make it to payday, and and all that kind of stuff, right? It was really hard for us, but we have to break through that. And the way you break through it is the way I'm getting ready to tell you. But we're gonna go from the beginning on the way I got it. All right. And so when you see me looking down, I'm basically reading the downloads that was given to me. I want to say to everybody, welcome in, and I'm going to try to call y'all names later. But right now, we're going to jump right on into it, okay? All right, so here we go. So, this is how it is. Okay, first of all, how do people achieve the God mindset? The God mindset, which is the God mindset, is the high mindset, the highest frequency. that we have in the world. It's the God mindset. It is the mindset of abundance, right? It's the highest frequency. Okay, so before I tell you about the highest frequency, let me tell you about the, where we are, three planes. Okay, this universe or this world is like three-dimensional, right? We live in a three-dimensional world. All right, we live in the physical plane, then we have the mental plane, and then we have the emotional plane. So that's the dimensions that we have, okay? Now, let's go through this. Now, a lot of people act like they don't care about money. And they be like, they be disguising and say, well, I don't need money like that. I have a little bit of money, I'm okay. Well, let me tell you something, that is not true. Being rich is one of the ways to successfully achieve the God mind. Why? Because you live in a society where money matters. Money matters. We live in a society, money matters. Let's not be twisted. Now, I want you guys to think about in the Bible. Now, me speaking on the Bible and using the Bible as a reference is simply because we know that the Bible is allegory. We know a lot of holy scripts have been tainted with and all kinds of stuff, but there are truths and life's lessons mixed in with some of this stuff. And the way to live this thing called life is also mixed in. And if you understand the Bible and how it originated, and if you understand where some of the writings came from, although they may have tweaked it and put other things in it to make it fit their narrative, you can always eat the fish and throw away the bone, pretty much. Okay? So, me using that Bible references, keep that in mind. Okay, now back to the Bible. In the Bible, Jesus Christ, he had abundance wherever he went. Abundance wherever he went, right? Y'all know he turned the fish, more fish to feed the people, and turn the wine, water into wine. Y'all know the story, right? If not, go back and read your Bible, and you'll understand how abundant Jesus was and how he was able to do these things. Okay, you know the Buddha over in India, how the Buddha came about. The Buddha was born in a wealthy family. He was wealthy. Well, he was wealthy. He wasn't born in a family, but he was wealthy. Okay. Then you want to look at the Prophet Muhammad. He became wealthy and resourceful. You look at Krishna, the Indian person. He was a affluent person. You look at Moses. Um, Moses was born into wealth. Moses was an Egyptian. He was born into a wealthy Egyptian household, right? So, with that being said, I want to ask y'all the question: is money the root of all evil? Is money evil? Is it evil? Right? That's what I want y'all to just roll around in your head. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, so let's talk about this. The most high God frequency is what we're trying to reach and obtain in order to move anything that we want in our life, right? And I'm gonna teach y'all how to do this, okay? Okay, the majority of us are living in the low frequency, in the low vibration. We're considered the low class people or the middle class frequency. That's where we're living. Let's be real. They always say it's a 2% that's higher than you all or whatever. It's because they know our secret. A lot of us has lost that secret, or it has been taken from us and haven't been taught to us. But some of these people that has taken our heritage, um, know the key to life, the key to how to do many things that our ancestors before us knew. Okay? All right. So we're in the low class or the middle class frequency. That's what we're functioning on right now. Okay. We are conditioned or trained to live from paycheck to paycheck. We look forward to paydays. Listen, we even coined the phrase, thank God it's Friday. Let's be real, we did that. But the most high God or the most high God like frequency, it don't care anything about the mediocre getting paid on Fridays or Thursdays or once a week or once a month. Um, this is why we stay broke and we stay in the same type of frequency. It's because we go day after day in that same motion or in that same frequency or vibration. Okay? Moving right along. Let's go. Well, The good news is you can type into the most high frequency of consciousness at even given time, even anytime you want to. You can tap into this frequency. Okay, what you need to do first of all is accumulate as much money as you can. Money is not an evil thing. You need to accumulate as much money as you can, right? And get away from the survival mode instinct, right? The condition that you're in. The survival frequency is the lowest frequency. I was telling you guys that it's opposite of the most high. So you got the high totem pole, like it's levels to how they say it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this for real. Okay, so the um the survival frequency is the lowest, and the most high God frequency is the highest. Okay, how can you tap into the most high God frequency when you're living paycheck to paycheck? It's kind of hard to kind of put your mind there because you living on the day to day or how I'm going to eat, right? You're worrying about your bills and all kinds of things like that. So it's really impossible for you to get there, which means you're going to have to do a total reconstruction of your mind. You're going to have a total baptism of your mind. You're going to definitely have to change your mindset. You're going to have to come from out amongst them. You're going to have to broaden your horizons and know that it's something higher and bigger that lives within you, that you'll be able to tap into the God in you in that frequency. It's possible. And I'm going to continue to talk because I'm going to tell you how and why. Okay. All right. So now let's go right here. Now we're going to talk about the pure metaphysics of money. So you won't feel like you're paralyzed in that state and living from paycheck to paycheck. Okay. Now, mm, you have to also think about this. Spirituality, it shouldn't be like a personality, a person's personality. The personality comes from the etymology of persona, which means mess. So often people fall into the religion of spirituality, which doesn't, which I don't subscribe to. I don't subscribe to that. Okay. So this is another thing I want to talk. Well, there's a whole lot of stuff I want to tell y'all. Boy, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's just a lot. Okay, so let's go here. First, I want to ask y'all this before I go any further, and welcome everybody coming in. I want to ask y'all this question to you all. I mean, answer this to me. Just tell me this, because this is what I wanted to say before when I first popped in, but my mind say, no, go back and do like I told you, right? Okay, so for you guys, answer this question for me. What is money? What do you think money is? Hey, everybody coming in, thank y'all for being here. I want y'all to tell me in your mind, what is money? Just put a word in what you think money is. Just let me know what you think money is. Y'all let me know what you think money is. And while y'all tell me what y'all think money is, I'm going to continue. Okay, I want y'all to know, do y'all know what spiritual means? Because spiritual means the unseen. Most people think that spiritual mean holy or good, but that's not what spiritual means. Spiritual means the unseen, right? That's what it means, right? So what do y'all say? Oh, you say a tool. Okay. Miss Letha said money is a tool. Okay. Keep going. I want to know more. I want to know what else y'all, because I'm gonna tell you what money really means. Keep going. We have some of us think that money is money is something that they print every day and burn. Yeah, they do that, Monique. Yeah, but that's not what money is for real. Keep on, y'all keep telling me, oh boy, this is really good. But it's okay to say what you're thinking because a lot of us has been raised and thought and look at money in this way. And that's why we don't have it because we don't know what money is. Money is a lifeline. No, it is not, but that's what people think. Yeah. We've been taught to think shoot money. Yeah. Y'all listen. I'm gonna see one more person see what one more person say, then I'm gonna tell y'all what money is. I'm gonna tell you one more person say something. Oh, hey, Mr. Keem, how you doing? I'm gonna tell y'all what money is, okay? Keep going. One more person. I'm waiting. Okay. Energy as a form of exchange. Yes, money is energy. Money is a currency, but money is spiritual. Money is energy. Money is spiritual, and money is a currency. That's what money is. Okay. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna go off script of what I was told to tell y'all. I'm gonna go a little further with this. Let's talk about this money thing. So you all know that money, millions and millions of dollars are transferred through um satellite. You know, they do it on satellite, online, and all that stuff. You see how they do that all the time, all day long. And if we are all energy, you, I, everything is energy here in this world. The God-like frequency is energy, it's current flow. So all this money that's going to these banks every day, that's going to the stock markets, the corporations. I mean, any way you can imagine that money is flowing on a daily, continuous basis, that energy or those frequencies are flowing all the time. You are made of energy. That's what we're made of. We have life energy, right? So, we as human beings have the ability to tap into the energy flows that's flowing, that currency flow, all that money flow that's flowing all around you. You have the energy to do that. You have the capacity to do that. So, how do you do that? How do you do that? First, you have to change that mindset that you cannot do that. That is not, that's impossible for you to do that. You have to know that you have the power to tap into that energy, right? And you have the a capacity to change the energy flow towards you. That energy flow can come towards you instead of through you. Right now, it's going through you because you're not aware that you have control of that. How do you get control of that? You get control of that through your emotions, right? Your emotions control every aspect of your life, every aspect. When you go shopping and you have money, imagine how you feel when you have money. I'm talking about money that you can spare, listen to that. That you can spare to spend on yourself, that it don't belong to a bill, that you can spare. Imagine that so-called free money that you may have when you go shopping and you spend it. So when you get that item and you're in the store and you see the new Jordans or the new whatever shoes or clothes or purses that you ladies get or whatever, and you exchange that money to the person at the teller, imagine that feeling that you're feeling, passing that money to them, right? And receiving your gift, right? That's the type of emotion you're supposed to keep. So whenever you spend money, you're supposed to spend it happily and freely. Knowing that this money is going to, reassuring yourself that this money is going to come back to you. You're not supposed to spend money begrudgingly, like penny pinching, going to the store and say, well, I got $19 or whatever, and I'm gonna try to spend $10 of it. And when you give it to the cash register, you be like, 46, 47, 48, all of that because that's all you got. And you're spending it with saying, I don't even know where the rest coming. This is my last dime. Okay, so when you do that, what are you doing? What you're doing is you're telling the universe, you're telling the universal energy, you're telling the frequency that you don't have. And you are a mirror of your energy. So if you feel bad, you're gonna feel worse because the energy is gonna match. The universe matches your emotions. So if you're saying I'm having a bad day to somebody, okay, the universe heard that. If you feel that, the universe is gonna give it right back to you. Some people will say, if it ain't one thing, it's another that's happened. Like if somehow if I have a bad day, well, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Well, that's because the energy is mirroring you. The universe is mirroring the energy that you're putting out or the emotions that you are putting out to it. It's matching it, right? So when and you notice that the preachers in church, they'll say, give with a free heart. Like if you give with a free heart, don't, give with a free heart. Well, you give with a free heart because it'll come back to you. Have you ever been to church before and you ain't really had the money, but you going to church and that preacher, oh, he preached a good old sermon that day. Oh man, he went in, right? And it felt like he was speaking directly to you. So when the offering plate came by, what did you do? Ah, you reached on up there and said, well, I lose my gas money, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it every all week, but I know I can make it Monday, Tuesday, and the next day I'm not to worry about it because I'm gonna give it to God, and you give it, right? You give it, and you may be doing it, um, just because the preacher did good, but you wasn't free with it. So you had to probably call somebody during the week and say, "Can I borrow some until I get paid Friday?" But if you were the person that did give it free heartedly, saying, well, I'm giving this because I'm not worrying about this money. I'm doing it for a good cause. I'm putting it out in this energy because I know that money is matching my emotions. I know that money is a currency and money flows. I know that all things come from the high God or the universe or my frequency. I know that the world is mine and this money will come back to me in folds, more than what I just gave. Then you give it like that, you will see your return, right? Okay, and you don't have to wait to income tax time for your return to come. You get your return immediately with your emotions and the way that you give, okay? And you're matching that currency flow or that frequency. Yes, a cheerful giver. That's why they tell you to be a cheerful giver, okay? Now, so I'm hoping y'all with me on this. Let me know if y'all with me on where I'm at so far. I know I'm gonna be going in, y'all. I'm gonna be going in because y'all really need to know how powerful you are, and you got to know that you can get anything you want. Now, let me tell you something else. First, y'all gotta tell me whether y'all with me. Y'all gotta let me know if y'all with me first before I keep going, okay? Because we all can tap into this energy right here. We all can tap into it. Okay, y'all with me? Okay, cool. Yeah, in the church they say God loves a cheerful giver. Yeah, they do. But they also say for the love of money. See, that's why you have to be careful. They'll say for the love of money, money is the root of all evil. That's not true. That's what they want you to believe. If that was the case, why so many people want it? Like I said, how come all the biblical people, the preachers, and everybody uh, in the Bible, or the what you call them, the prophets in the Bible, they had plenty of money. You look at Job. Job in the Bible, he had everything. He had all his animals, he had all the children, he had all of that until Satan came or whatever. That's that negative energy, right? And let's go back to this negative energy in the survival mode. I want to talk about that for a minute. 98% people are in survival mode in this whole world because if it's only like 2% of people that don't have to work or whatever for a living, then pretty much 98% of us is in survival mode. And that's that primal state of mind. That's that animal state. That's where we are. That is the lowest thing of consciousness. That's the lowest on the frame or the level of consciousness, the map of consciousness, the scale of consciousness that you can be in. Why? Because you're vulnerable. You can be attacked from all angles. Animals, regular animals, since you're in that state, can attack you. You're at your weakest point when you're just robotic style, going to work, coming home, thinking about making it from day to day, paying bills, that cycle, right? Why do y'all think that we were enslaved to keep working? And you work and you work. When you're working and working, your focus is on what you're doing, right? It's on the job. Your emotions are going into it on your job. Everything, all your energy is going directly to the task at hand. This is where they're keeping most of us in that survival state of mind. That's why a lot of you all are panicking about the illegal aliens coming here. They're going to take your job. They're going to do this. They're going to do that, right? Because that's your reality. That is really your reality. You believe that. You don't believe that you are powerful. You don't believe that you have the God-like mind and energy and God is within you and you can sway and maneuver money and change your vibration and emotions to get that electrical energy or that frequency to flow to you through you where you will have plenty and be bountiful. You feel threatened. And this is what the news media and all these other outlets do. They put fear into you. Where when you're in that fear state, when you're in a fear state, that's still a low vibration. That's still the lowest state, the lowest frequency, right? So you have to know the power that lies within you and don't let nobody else sway you. It's that mindset. It's that mindset. If you're a person that want to become rich, become um, fruitful, become comfortable, and and become something, or if you want to say you make maybe $30,000 a year and you want to make $50,000 or $80,000 a year, you have to do what? Be first and then come it. You have to be that first. You have to know that you are the money. You have to know that whatever job you go on, your presence enough is going to give you what you want in that environment, right? You go, I have told y'all this before, I have never applied for a job that I have not gotten. And I always told my children, just like my mom and everybody else in our family would go down the generations, you, when you go on a job, those people should be blessed by your presence. You are the prize because you bring something to the table. You bring your skills, you bring your presence, you bring your willingness to learn, right? But you also come in there knowing that they are not the begin all and be all for your life because you have the power to move stuff around in energy flows. You have the power to do these things. See, when people think that they have control over you, they can use you. When they know that you're in that animal, that survival state of mind, they can tell you that you're gonna work longer hours and ain't gonna get nothing. You'll get a couple of dollars here or there, or give you extra work and extra workload and stuff like that. They can use you in that way, right? But anyway, let me see what y'all saying. Y'all done got quiet on me. I've been talking. Okay, so let's get back to this money thing because we all of this still have play a part of what I'm trying to tell y'all about the money. Okay, so I was telling y'all about how money flows through you and all these frequencies that's going with the banks and all that stuff, and how billions of dollars are transferred, or millions of dollars and billions of dollars are transferred daily. That same energy is flowing through you right now. That same energy is flowing through us right now as we speak. Okay. Now let's see where I stopped at. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta check my little notes here because I told you I had a lot of stuff to tell y'all. Yeah. Okay, so now, and I told y'all need to also work over, get your mind right, like reconstruct your mind because, and I was telling y'all before, it's levels to this stuff right here. It's so many levels, and this is, like I said, there's so much to tell y'all. I just don't know how to give it to you without confusing you, right? Or how throwing you guys off. So let me just look a little bit more so I can just summarize some of this for you. Okay, so you know how you know something and you want to tell people every old people used to say, my granddad and my dad too, they said, if I take my head off my shoulder and put it on yours, it'll run you crazy because it's like so much daggone information to give you, you know. You're doing good. Okay, thank you, Strawberry Tea. I'm glad y'all with me. Okay, so we know that money is spiritual, and spiritual means unseen. It's the underlying energy in our reality. That is what that is. Okay, so and spiritual also do not mean holy or like you're the good person or whatever. That's not what it means. Okay, so now let's go down here. Let me break it down. All right, hold on. So money is energy and go through the bank. I'm just going through my papers, y'all. Yeah, and until you learn how to master the energy of money, yeah, you would never experience it the way you want to, right? Until you learn how to master that energy, okay? And here's a one way. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna tell y'all this way right here. Maybe it'll help you. Okay, first of all, you have to imagine. Say when you're on a job and you make it, like I said, 30,000, and you want to make $80,000 a year. Instead of going to work thinking about just 30,000 in your mind, imagine that you're already making the 80,000 and you go to work. Don't worry about the intricacies of you not having the certificate. Some jobs need you to have degrees, some jobs need you to have licenses and things like that. But if you get your feet in the door of a job and you can see like different pay grades that you can go up, don't worry about the stages or the steps of those pay grades. Put into your mind exactly how much you want to make when you go on that job. And all you do is concentrate on going to the job, dressing up like you're making that money already. You coming in like you making that money already. Everything that you do on that job in that job description, regardless of what that is, you could be scrubbing the floor, you could be a cook, you could be do any job. But whatever money amount figure that you put in your head, that is going to be the money amount that you're going to elevate to. Just keep focused on that money that you want. So if you're 30,000 and you want to make 80,000, you're going to work every day. You know you get 30,000, but in your mind, you're really not getting 30,000. You're getting 80,000. Believe that. Focus that energy in there, and you will see that the pathways will open up and they will clear. And I've known people where this has happened to, wherein, and I know y'all know it. Have y'all ever did not have the title of a supervisor or something, right? You were just a regular worker. And then you had the supervisor maybe leave the job and a new person come in, and here you right here, and there's a new supervisor now, they're gonna be over you. And here you are, they telling you, the corporation or management is telling you to train a new supervisor, and they take all of your knowledge, right? They take all of your knowledge, but you still getting a little paycheck, and they getting a paycheck that they were hired for, and you're not getting it. Have that ever happened to any one of y'all? Right? Because that happens all the time. You have to successfully visual. That's right. You have to visualize it, right? And see. Well, so that happens all the time. Well, let me tell y'all this. It happened to me before in one of my jobs. But what? But the thing was, I came to work saying I didn't have the certificate. I did not have the degree or none of that. I came as a regular worker. Now, this was in social services now. This was social services. And this was helping giving fuel assistance and all this stuff to the people. I just came in knowing that here's another thing, y'all. When I fill out the application, they'll ask you, do you have that degree? Did you have that certificate? No, I put nope, sure didn't, but I filled it out anyway. And I put the application in. Anyhow, knowing I didn't have it, I told the truth on the application and all that. Don't you know the next 2 days I got hired on that job, went right in there, and I wind up with a supervisor that was over me, and I'm just coming in with no education. Everybody else on that job, everybody else that was hired with me, they had that degree. I was the only one that did not. Everybody knew I did not, but I did that job like I was the supervisor. And guess what happened? I became the supervisor. Guess how long? It only took me 6 months. Guess what they did to the supervisor? They moved her ass down the street to another building, and I was doing that for 17 years. I'm telling you these things because some of these things, everything that I'm telling you, I know, and I know how it works. So I'm trying to tell you how you can not manipulate, because you can't manipulate. Um, you can't manipulate frequencies, but you can alter your emotions to vibe into the frequencies wherein they will come into you, which will make it would cause you to get again what you need or want. Okay. Now I want to tell y'all something else while I'm on the frequency thing. You know how sometimes life, they say throw your curveballs? That ain't nothing but curvature of energy, right? Curvature of energy, right? And you feel like things all these unexpected things are coming up. You might have a flat tire. You might need a engine. You might need some money for maybe a toothache and you don't have a dinner. Something that you didn't expect or planned on paying, right? Okay, let me tell you what that is. What happens when that thing happens like that? You see, like you get hit left and right. Well, what it is this whole world, this whole universe is calibrated on this energy. You're supposed to have so much, it's like so much vibrational calibration. And when you, same with this with the money now, I'm talking about the money energy, the money frequency. And when you have money or your frequency start getting up and you have money where you can see yourself a little bit, what happens is the universe didn't see that coming, didn't see you doing that, didn't see you tuning into the frequency, so it'll bring you back down where it had calibrated you to be as a human being. It'll calibrate you back down just enough. It'll calibrate you back down until you readjust your. I hope this making sense. Until you readjust your frequency back to the level that the universe is familiar with. So, in other words, if you get sidetracked and you seem like everything is hitting you left and right and you getting broke or broke in, you have to think about this. When that happens to you, not only is your emotions triggering the universe to look at you, and say, well, what's going on? I'm paying attention. This frequency, your emotions is going out of whack because you're freaking out. You're not on that level. And when it sees you doing that, it'll pull you back down to even out the vibrational frequency for you, your individual blueprint. Now, do that make sense? Manifest what you want, and is this? That's right. You have to be intentional about what you want. You have to be. You have to have your mind focused on exact your mind, your emotions, your mood, the conditions. You have to have these things focused on what you want and continue and don't waver. Now, a lot of y'all think that um, writing journals, writing these what you call these boards, these vision boards, and all of this stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, God never changes. The universe never changes. It stays the same. It remains the same. So that means the law of nature don't change. These memory boards and these all these boards and all this journal writing and saying affirmations and things like that out loud and in the mirror and all that stuff, that is all a part of people that has paid pray I want to say um kind of like trying to live. They know better than that. It don't work. It's not. That's not what it is. That's not how it is. And another thing that don't work. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Another thing that don't work, and I'm gonna tell you that it won't work, is saying prayers out loud. That's not what it is. When you want something and you want to tune to the universe, to your God, to your maker, who I'm saying it this way because everybody have different names for what God is. But what I want to say is the most high. That's the most high frequency. When I say that, that's the most high. Okay, when you want to tune into that, and say what you need, or speak to it, or speak to the creator, you don't say it out loud because the mind of consciousness, your mind is consciousness within you. What is consciousness? Consciousness is God. Consciousness is you. Consciousness is all over. He is the master of consciousness. So you don't speak it out. Why you don't speak it out? Because when you speak it out, we speak English, right? You have different languages people speak. Languages put out vibrations. A, E, I, O, U, right? Most of and a lot of people know this. I'm talking about these religious leaders and these spiritual gurus and stuff. Even the Japanese, they go the Koreans and the Buddhas, they go Well, this sound that I'm making, um um that is the sound of the universe that they have studied, and they heard the sounds of the universe. So they know, with the technology and everything, that's the sound that the universe makes when you listen to it. I'm talking about with the high tech stuff. That's why they go, you make that vibration, but you're blowing through your nose at the same time, and your tongue is at the top of your roof of your mouth. That's the vibrational state of the universe. So they go, Indians go vibrations. You understand? So when you pray, be careful because not out of your mouth, because these words are sending vibrations. And most words, if y'all know, if y'all study the etymology of words, they don't mean what you think that they mean. Okay, they can mean more than one thing. So if you ever wanted to connect and you want your vibration to be in sync with the you welcome Mr. Kim, she was a T-show. If you want your vibration to be in sync with the universe or your creator, right? You mentally you use mental thought processes to obtain that. Why? Why? All of the prophets that y'all know or they write about in the Bible, what did they do? They went to the mountaintop before they saw God. They went to the mountaintop. Moses went up there to burning bush. That was supposed to be a representation of God, the most high frequency, right? But what they simply did was they didn't so-called go to the mountaintop. The mountain symbolizes the highest frequency that you can get to. Why? It's because you see your third eye right here? That's your pineal gland. That's the pineal gland. That is the most high. That is how you reach it. When you are mentally quiet, in a state where you take your eyes and you're taking your eyeballs and you're truly focusing. But watch me take my eyes and center myself right here in the center of my eye. I'm gonna look at this finger, and when you're looking straight at that finger and you looking like this is where your eyes are looking at. Look, I'm looking like this. Look, right? Okay? Now, with your eyes closed, you have to do the same thing. And I'm looking, but you can't see that I'm looking right here in the center of the pineal gland. The pineal gland comes from your spinal fluid and goes all the way up to your brain. Y'all need to look at this stuff up. It goes all the way up into your brain, and it's a little gland that goes there, right? And the guys get the spinal fluid and all that stuff come from there too. But anyway, but I'm telling you, when you focus and you want to pray or you want to meditate, that's what they're calling it, meditate, what you're simply doing is becoming one with the God in you through the pineal gland. And that's how you be so called enlightened. And I'm going to tell you another thing about the so called enlightenment. When you're in a state and you're looking at your third eye or your pineal gland with your eyes closed, if you look at it long enough, if you look here long enough, right here long enough, and you're quiet and you're sitting still like I'm doing with your back straight up and your palms open. I want your palms to be open because the energy is going inside of your palm. The vibration, the current flow is going in the center of your hand, right in the center. And you sit with your palms up and you're looking there and you kind of have your face a little lightly tilted like this, and you are praying or meditating on what you want, feet planted on the floor, either cross, excuse me, and you're focusing on what you want to say to your maker, to the universe, to God, to the Most High, and you just sit there. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. You're going to start feeling a tingling on the top of your head, like a little tingling. You know how your feet go to sleep and it's trying to wake up? You're going to start feeling all of that in the top of your head, all of that. You're going to see light, like a light, like sun. It's going to turn different colors to burnt orange, to light orange. It's going to turn different colors as you see it. That is you opening up. You're opening up and you're getting connected to your creator. Thank you very much, Don. You said stopping by to show love. Thank you, Don. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, you are when you do that, you're gonna see light. Okay? And another thing you're gonna see, or you're gonna hear, you're going to hear what your spirit has to say to you, what what God has to say, what your maker has to say, the frequency that the high God, most high frequency have to say to your spirit. And then you'll be enlightened. Just like I told you, when I sat and I meditated, I had all these pages of enlightenment. It came from the download that I'm telling you guys that you can get. You understand? Because I'm no different than you. I'm just tapped into the frequency. I just know that my emotions, I have to keep my emotions. I know how my emotions move, and as long as I keep my emotions, my attention, right? If I keep that in check, I'm gonna always get downloads, right? That's why it's so important not to let anybody tell you how you're supposed to feel or interfere inside of you, wherein it alters your natural state, which is pleasant, which is calm, which is focused on what you want to do or what your life purpose is, right? You see what I'm saying? Okay, I better read some of y'all now because I know I'm talking. I just want to make sure I don't go off when not, by making sure y'all know what I'm saying. I look into the sun, aka Ra. And when that happens, Ra comes out. I believe that, yep, that's the phone. That is. That's most certainly is. That's true, Monique. That is so true. Yeah, I'm telling you, everybody have this. Everybody have it. And this is the thing that we have to understand, y'all. We've been robbed. We have been robbed of our spirituality, of our knowledge, of the knowledge of old. And a lot of people know the key to life and they know the key, the secrets to life. But there were our secrets. And I want y'all to notice too. Abundance is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright. That's your birthright. I mean, you're supposed to be fruitful. You're supposed to multiply. You're supposed to have the beauty of all. All these animals on this earth, it belongs to all of us. All the birds, we can name them. They are ours, right? It come from our Father. It came from the Most High. This is ours. You see what I'm saying? So we're supposed to treat things accordingly. In other words, we shouldn't be so quick to kill bugs or ants or bees or listen. We're here to live together. We are supposed to live in peace and harmony together on this earth right here, right? Why? Because we're all in the same vibrational state. Except for when we come down to the lowest state, which is that survival mode that our oppressors have kept us in. Now, they don't have a whip or nothing whipping you down and all that stuff like that. No, it's just our minds are so locked down and our minds are so imprisoned because we have been taught from generation to generation, from struggle to struggle, from grandmamas and granddaddies that have had hard times and stuff in life to how to make it here and there. We have been trained to think that we're supposed to be in a state of survival mode all the time. But once you know that you are and have the most high frequency in you, the most high God in you, you are supposed to be able to tap into that and reach that level. And on the way you do it is get that noise out your head and know. And that's why y'all heard me say, I am that I am. I say that all the time because that's why I said, know thyself. Know that that's in you, and you can make mountains move. You can obtain anything you want. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm definitely going to do a part two, and I'm going to break down to you exactly how you do it, step by step. So it will be no reason that you all will be broke. And when I say it, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with you're having maybe a little hardship here. When I say broke, I mean broke and stuck. Everybody gonna have ups and downs in their life because currents move, flows. Listen, when the ocean go out and the river goes out, the water goes out on the river, when it come back, guess what it has? It have a bank that it stops at. You did? I just want you to be able to push that ocean out mentally. I want you to know how to push it out and push it back where it is going to come up on your river bank where you can have what you want when you need it anytime you call on it because you have the power to do that. You dig? So stay out of that survival state mode because when y'all in that survival state mode, y'all act like animals and eat each other up. You eat each other up. Why? Because you want $1, you want a piece of bread, but you're still waddling down there. Why would you want $1 when you can have all the money your heart desires? Why would you want one loaf of bread when you can have the land that you want and sow seeds and have all the wheat and barley that you want to grow? See, it's your mindset. We have to change that. You did? Okay. Now, I'm going to stop right there. Hey, Double D, I'm going to stop right there. Any questions for me, y'all? I'm going to stop right there because I don't want it to be long and I don't want y'all to lose um, what I said to y'all. And plus, I'm going to have a part two to this. And when I have a part two to this, I'm going to break it down into syllables where you can do it for yourself and you will see the results immediately. Okay, and I'm not talking about writing no journals down and no wish lists. I'm not talking about no vision boards. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how the universe works. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all, high elevation, high frequency. Thank y'all so much for stopping through. I really appreciate that, and I apologize for being late. I was wrestling with my spirit because again, I tried to take this download that I told y'all I had a couple of days ago, and this is 23 pages of me in my meditative state that I was writing. And then I came on here and I just did 1.5 page because my spirit would not let me waver from telling you some of the stuff that I was supposed to tell you. So you got half, and I'm gonna give y'all the rest of it in the next episode. Okay? All right? Because I want my people to be fruitful. I want them to multiply, and I want them to live in peace with and be able to keep take control over your emotions and be in the proper emotional state. Get out of that poverty mindset. Get out of that animalistic state, that low vibrational state. Because, like I said, if you serve a Most High, meaning if the Most High is in you, right, and you know that it's in you, and you know that you have that power, then why not use it? Because it's yours. Don't let it stay dormant. And again, and don't be letting what's going on in this world cut them news stations off. Don't be hating your brother or your sister, right? The people that are a part of this consciousness. They're a part of this consciousness. All these other nationalities, we're all a part of the same consciousness of the God, of the Most High. He made he, she, it, whatever you want to call it, made us all. We don't need to be turning against one another just because people are twisting us all over the place. This race, that nationality, she this and he that and that. Listen, listen. What they eat don't make you shit. And if you want to eat, then you focus on how to do that by using your mental capacity, your God given gift, where you can raise your vibration and bring whatever you want, the world or the earth to you. You will never go hungry. So forget about what these people are saying. See, because I told you, it's three different planes we live on. It's three different states of mind. It's three different. Look, okay, that's just the physical, right? All right. Okay. So yeah, don't worry about that because the mental will override that. Okay. Okay, y'all. All right, I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want to tighten it up too much. Yeah, and I think all this stuff is messed up because they think that we don't have no sense, and they want all of us to fight each other, and they want us to have to turn against each other. And what happens when that happens? Look at all these different emotions and all this energy that's trying to mess up the frequencies that how it's supposed to flow, which is peace and harmony. See, you have to know when you're being used. You have to know it, right? So just don't be that vessel to let them use you to go against your godly nature or your godly grain. As long as you have peace around you in your environment, if nobody is bothering you, as long as you know how to use your mind and your emotions and your frequencies and your godlike talents, so be it. What is what is, right? Okay? All right, just want y'all to know that. All right, then I'm getting ready to go off. I'm getting ready to go, y'all. I want y'all to have a good night. Okay, so I'm looking over here. Hey, salute everybody coming in. I'm sorry, y'all, I was on a roll, but I'm telling you, part two, yeah, yeah, y'all. Part two, we gonna get it. We're gonna get it in. I'm gonna show you how to bring everything I just talked about into fruition in your life, and you're gonna use these practices so that you can, yeah, so you can make it, right? And I ain't talking about make it like barely make it. I'm talking about make it in this life. You can always use it, right? Just like digging in your pocket. So I want to say this. Hey, Bolo, the next time y'all spend money when you're going out, make sure your emotions are in check, right? Make sure you're spending your money on what you want, and make sure you know how it makes you feel, and make sure you just be willing to spend it on what you're buying it for. Like, just feel good when you give your money away to the grocery store, to when you get gas. I don't care how it is. Say, okay, you got it. All right, I know I'm gonna get that back. All right, you got it, and keep it moving. That's all. Okay, do that. Practice that first. Peace and blessings to everybody. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good weekend. All right. Till the next time. Thanks for coming, y'all.